Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And of course, my chair is noisy. It's one of the cheap, awful chairs that they provide free here. If I wanted a better chair, I'd have to go buy one. Oh, hokey smokes. I was talking with my sister this morning, and I realized, I don't know if it's a statin or just a change, because I've had this happen before, but you can see my bed back there. I have 4 inches of foam and memory foam, 2 memory foam toppers on top of each other. And the mattress underneath that normally would be the mattress you sleep on, I use that as the box mattress that I put the 2 toppers on. Altogether, it's pretty soft. When you take statins for your cholesterol, it does lower your cholesterol. One of the very common side effects is pain, joint pain, muscle pain. I have had in the past periods where laying on a mattress for longer than 2 or 3 hours was like laying on a concrete block. That part of my body laying on the mattress felt like I was sleeping on concrete. It hurt. Well, of late, it hurts on my hip. Now, when I say hip, I mean layperson's hip, which is the outside of your body where you touch where your hips are. That's what lay people call hip. Now, the actual hip, like if you have hip joints, medically, if that's the inside. If you have pains up in there on the inside of your leg and your groin, that's a problem. That's where your actual hip joints are. So when it's on the outside like this, it's not an issue, but it hurts like I've been laying on concrete. So I can only sleep now for about 3 or 4 hours before I wake up with both sides killing me. Is it the statin? Or is it because I just sometimes develop that? Because I've had this happen before, except with solid mattresses, not just foam. So I gotta start saving up for foam mattress again. Oh, here's something that's actually kind of nice. It's neat. Couple months back, I had gotten a letter from the Veterans Administration telling me I needed to pay X amount of money, or they were going to take it out of my disability, and I owed this much money, and I needed to pay that. Now, they have payment plans. Excuse me. But I was trying to call them, didn't like how it was working out, found out that you could go online to have them take a look and see if you could lower your payments. So I went to the VA Manage Your Debt, and there was an online thing. So you apply for it, you put in your name, your social security, this, that, and the other, and then it's a full like 5, 6, 7 pages of forms to see whether or not you apply. I filled in like the first half of the front page, and then it just went, oh, whoa, you don't need to fill anymore. Yeah, you qualify. So I was like, oh, that's great when you just start to fill out the form and then just say, no, you qualify. So I was waiting because they said in a couple of weeks, we'll send you our decision. Weeks and weeks and weeks pass. I figured nothing is going to happen, or it's been turned down. I got a letter from the Veterans Administration. Good God, in this moment. This week, and I opened it up last night. They said, our decision on your medical debt is, it is cleared. You do not have to pay for it. It's gone. You will be liable for all debt from this point on, but your debt from the time of the decision of this letter is gone. That's good. I mean, I have been trying to build up the executive function pressure so I could get a payment plan set up so that I could take responsibility for my debt. But part of that was seeing if I was qualified for this. And it did. So this doesn't really change my life, because years and years and years and years and years, I have been basically ignoring that because I have been unable to pay for it in any way, shape, or form. And now I don't have to worry about paying for it because they got rid of the old stuff. I just have to worry about paying for what I get now. Each prescription I get from the Veterans Administration is $8. I got a statin. I've got the losartan. And then I've got gabapentin. And I've got Wellbutrin. And I've got guanfacine. Every single month. Huh. So yeah, I gotta worry about making sure that doesn't build up. So thumbs up. Definitely a good thing. Past that, oh, I'm sure there was more, but I can't really remember what. Past that, I have just been trying to survive. And, well, I want to show this off first, because I have been realizing just how I ramble on about games and my solo RPG stuff, and I ramble on about my board games, and I ramble on about this, and occasionally I show something off. I say to myself, I am unaffected by hay fever. My sinuses are mostly fine from hay fever. I got sinus issues my whole life, still do. They're largely fine, regular problems. My eyes, no problems. My voice is normally no problems until I start to talk. And then it gets like this, and I have to keep to shake the junk off. So something from hay fever wise gets me. But only down here where it's really freaking annoying. I am terrible at showing off the stuff that I have. I mean, I have been, ever since I got fully into and discovered what solo RPGs are like now, and then since I've discovered what solo board gaming like is now, I have been picking stuff up, but I have been not showing off everything I've gotten. I've mentioned, and I want to show off 10 of these books. The name Mike Lambo, and I have shown these off before, but this is like the first one he had, Fields of Normandy. It is a solitaire war game book, and it's 2022. Right now it's only 2024. He's got almost 30 of these things that he's made. Now, I want to show off the game, but the thing is, of course, the map is like this, and it's physical. The AI is here. That's not a problem. When I actually emailed him, he just said, it's fine to show the stuff, just try not to show too much of the AI and all that. And he even has done playthroughs on his own, so he's not like super worried. He just doesn't want people to go, oh, okay, I'll just, just screenshot and then get the rules. So, but he did this one, and I just wanted to kind of show these off. Some people go through, and there's a place called Board Game Geek where they cover both, mostly board games, but also RPGs, because there's also RPG Geek. But lots of people make prettified files and then upload these like onto Board Game Geek, so they look a lot nicer. But I want to be able to upload these and then put them onto someplace somewhere and then draw the little guys moving around. Or else, if I can ever get another thing to do proper recording with or such on, get another camera so I can do 2 types of recording at the same time, because I want to play these. These are that I've never actually had a chance, and now I do have one. I'm losing my books. Luckily, I caught them in time. But after the Fields of Normandy, there is the, what is that, Longshoreman, about a Longshoreman tank. Most likely, too, the people that are in it. And then, what is it, Assault on Vimy Ridge. He goes all the way from the First World Wars to the English Civil War. He's got some science fiction stuff. Here's the hostage rescue stuff. He's got Vietnam era things. He's got races of tanks, and it says you're in charge of armored units in the Battle of the Bulge in 1944. And yeah, these things are all simplified. Breaches for the brave. I think this one's got like a lot of you're assaulting. Yeah, these are the you're assaulting the beaches up here. You take your dice, because they're dice allocation games in some places, and you have your units trying to get up here where you can fire off your grenades at the bunkers, so you can take out the bad people. I'm talking to my label up there again. So you can take out the bunkers filled with bad people, and the rules for them shooting at you and such like that. So it's got a lot of good stuff, but while it is good, you know, it doesn't have to be overly complex, like Battles of Medieval Britain and Ghosts of the Jungle. I believe this is the Vietnam one. Yes, about Australian people stuff doing things. And more Battles of Normandy. Those are the first 10 of them, and they're neat. They're really neat. There's downloadable 3D printer files. I don't have a 3D printer, so it doesn't matter for me, but it's just if you wanted to get them for these size of maps, they have little models of the tanks that you can download and print. And I'm quite sure that they likely have little tank figures that you can get from places like GameCraft, or go down to local hobby shop and get some small tanks that you can move around on the boards, and it will work out and be just as neat. So thumbs up on that. And I just wanted to show those off because I think they're cool. One day, as stated, I would like to play them for the channel. Now, just like buying the physical things, I've bought all 6 of the physical books in the Dungeon D100 Dungeon series. The 7th one I've only gotten in PDF form. And the good part about that is I like paper. The bad part is it's hard to highlight stuff and show things. It's like I like handling my character sheet and writing it on paper and then setting it someplace. But you can't really see that all that well. Even when I bring the paperwork up, I just don't have, number one, good setup so you can read that well for the things that I have, and two, it's just harder to read the stuff when it's set down over this place and you've got this thing over here that's being pointed at and looked at. So we'll see what's going to happen. But I am going to be doing more of recording. I don't have a ton of views on them. I'm going to talk about something in a minute that made me laugh in a, oh, this is just great sort of way, but that's YouTube for you. Oh, got lost on what I was going to say. Oh, it was about views. Yes, more Fabled Lands. I'm not done with that. I got more of the vibing things. I've been carefully recording which songs I use each day so I can put them in the vibing videos. They're coming back. I've just been dealing with stuff up here, so no fears. Definitely a good thing. And I can't remember about the thing that I was going to say with YouTube, so it was just something that was annoying, I'm quite positive. Oh well. Now, quickly, one of the things that I've been doing, playing with my character in Fallout 3. Now, my character in Fallout 3 has developed their own ethics and morals. They're a very ethical, very moral person. In fact, you have to work hard before she wants to convert you into a spray of disparate organs going in that direction. You really got to irritate her before that's going to happen. Right now, there's a moral quandary going on in her head because there was the guy in Megaton that said, we want you to destroy Megaton, and then said who and all that, and so my character beat him to death. So she's not happy with this tenpenny fellow who's in the tower, Tenpenny Tower, where there's a quest you have given to you by a ghoul to assassinate Tenpenny. And currently there is another ghoul with a whole bunch of ghouls that wants to let ghouls into Tenpenny Tower. so that they can kill every human being in the tower. I don't like the people in the tower. My character does not. Oh. No, there's tissue there. I don't like the people in the tower. I've been trying to figure out a way to get the quest done so that all the ghouls can get in there and kill everyone in the tower. It's likely I'm going to murder a whole bunch of innocent people just because one person, Tenpenny, made me angry. But it's gonna happen. Those ghouls are gonna get in there. The ghoul in charge, Roy Phillips, is a jerk. An absolute jerk. Should not be helped on his quest to murder all of the people in Tenpenny Tower. But Tenpenny kind of sealed his fate and the fate of everyone in the tower when he wanted to see Megaton nuked. Oops. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a way for all the ghouls to get in there so that the massacre can begin. Now, largely, my character doesn't do stuff like that, and quite positively, I'm quite sure that once Roy is done killing every human being in the tower, that's when it's time for my little waif of a gal to go in with Fisto and convert Roy Phillips into a spray of wet and dripping disparate organs sort of splashing in that direction. Because she's good at that. A lot of the time, I've been running through an area in the last time playing where I would be running along and then hear a noise. Turn and VATS at the same time and have a Deathclaw this close. And I mean, this is the attack. I caught it just before hitting. That's rough. Luckily, my character is an absolute chem monster who, of course, will slam down a hit of Jet. Now, Jet is something that gives you a whole bunch of action points, AP, for you to use during combat. Canonically, in-game, as it has been described by characters in-game when it was invented, Jet is just the fumes from Brahmin dung. Those two-headed cows. They just collect the dung, collect the fumes, and then put it into a thing that you can huff. That's Jet. Yum yum. Give me some. But pop some Jet so that there's extra actions to take. Pop some Med-X for damage reduction. I can't. There's one that, yes, it's the pop a Psycho for extra damage being done. And then of course a Stim Pack to bring me back to full health, because as soon as those claws hit, ow. Because I may be wearing a full set of armor. I may have taken enough medications to kill a rhinoceros, but those things hit like a Mack truck, and it's still gonna hurt. But when I've got 6 hits I can smack on that thing, I can usually take down just a medium-sized Deathclaw in 6 hits. Might have to do 1 or 2 of them out of combat, but I can still face one and come out of it on top. Whereas, of course, most people, when they come up against a Deathclaw, are quickly, mercilessly killed and eaten. I mean, Deathclaws are made out of muscle, bone, claws, teeth, and hatred. And again, that's a couple tons of meat hitting you like a Mack truck. Thumbs up for that. Luckily, again, my character wandered into finding the best weapon in the game. If you like close combat, in my opinion, the Fisto Power Glove. I have 100 points in unarmed. whammo. So thumbs up on that. I just wanted to talk about Fallout 3 for a while. Because, once again, I am sad that I am playing dead money. Because the frustrating point in the game that I am at, combined with it becoming work, has made it so hard for me to get back into it. I have not played it since I went through the multiple explosions in the Sierra Madre. I have enjoyed the DLC Dead Money as a break. I haven't enjoyed the DLC as fun. I have enjoyed it as it's been different. Like, here's a delicious meal, here's a bit of a palate cleanser, back to the delicious meal. It's a fine palate cleanser. There's nothing wrong with it as a palate cleanser. There are just points that, because of the way I think and the way I work with my physical body, I have hit a wall that may be super easy to get around, but right now has become work. And it's so hard to get that done. And that sucks, because I love Fallout, and I really like the way my character plays. She's an awesome character. I had to run through thinking about her last night just to keep all this stuff straight in my head, because I was thinking about my Fallout 3 character, and I was like, back to the Fallout New Vegas character with her. Rarely do I actually role play a character in a role playing game. Usually it's just by how I'm feeling at the time, how I want to do something, and I'm not really playing a character, I'm playing the game. These last couple with Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, I have been playing the character inside of the game instead of playing the game. And it has been great. I mean, just doing this whole thing is, okay, I'm going to do this thing here, and then head on out, and I like the look of that building over there. And on the way over to the building, you go, is that a radio tower? And then head on over in that direction. And then after like 5 or 6 days, go, hey, wasn't I heading up? Oh yeah, I was going, I'm going to head back over to Blueville. I never made it there. That's been a blast playing it that way. So I need to get back to that out of the very structured Dead Money. Now, I've read about one mod that I hope is a mod for Fallout New Vegas, where to really make it hardcore survival, they bring the red mist that's in Dead Money into the entirety of Fallout New Vegas. All of the outside is covered in that horrible red mist. I like the idea of making it much more difficult that way. I hate the idea of them using that red mist. I hate that red mist. I hate the red mist mechanic. That bothers me. I'd like to do something like that. I can't do that one. And I've been trying to watch a couple of New Vegas streams that people have done, and then they've uploaded the VODs. I don't mind when people add a mod to the game, but when they add mods that will fundamentally change some parts of it, like, I'm trying to think of how this one person did it. It just irritated me immediately, because it cut out a major part of the game in either the exploration or some form of feedback. But because that was removed, it was like a major part of the game you had to work with. It was not a limitation of the engine. It was we put this into the game, and one of these mods makes the game work and look better, takes that out. And I didn't want to watch them play the game when they're not really playing the game, because they said they were just trying to do this for like graphical stuff. But it changed that so much just because of that one thing. I couldn't even watch, because I wanted to watch them play Fallout New Vegas, not the game they had turned it into. So yay. Still, there's a lot of Fallout New Vegas streams that have been going up online because of the game. The TV show, which I may have to, for 1 month, get and then cancel Prime just so I can watch the Fallout New Vegas TV show. Because I really want to watch that. I know there are people that are knuckleheads that have said it's terrible, but from everything that I have read about it, it's something I really want to see. There was something else about a video game or a show that I wanted to talk about too, just off the top of my head, but I've been really suffering from my ADHD stuff today. It's really, really bad. I got nothing but squirrels running up inside of my head, and maybe more. I mean, when I go into my doctor's appointment, I might actually have to talk about this, because I was sitting in my chair, the one I'm in right now, but I was over there, and I was thinking about my game stuff last night, my solo RPG setting, and I could feel it come on where I was going to be having difficulty remembering. And then I felt difficulty remembering. And I felt not an actual physical feeling, but I felt different as I was unable to think about the thing I wanted to think about. While this was happening, I could not remember any of it. And when it was done, I started to go, oh, okay, yeah, there's this, and then there's this, and I was thinking about this, and I went this direction, okay, and then I've got this, and then the whole falls together this way. So, it's not a fun feeling, and I sincerely hope that it's just nothing, but like I say, I have a doctor's appointment coming up. But if anything really bad happens, I am going to be going off to the emergency room, because I kind of need my brain to live, and I don't want anything really bad to happen to it. It's kind of important to me on a physical and structural level. Oh, I'm 27 minutes and change into this. Thank you very much if you've watched this far. And if you have, it's kind of amazing. One of the things I watched in the analytics, just as I was leafing through it, one of the analytics is how many people you still have watching your video after 30 seconds. The number of videos I have where over half of the people are still watching at the 30-second point is very small. Most of the people within 30 seconds are just bye. Analytics will kill you. They will destroy your soul. Yay! That's one of the reasons I don't worry about my channel as like, oh, how can I make my channel into a thing that people can never watch? I don't have a chance. I don't know how to do the search engine optimization, nor do I want my channel to become one of the homogenous colony creature of the search engine optimized. I want to do what I want to do, not what would feed the algorithm what it wants to eat. If I just have to do stuff that I'm not enjoying to feed the algorithm, then screw it. I'll have my channel die over as it goes, but do the sort of stuff that I like making. And right now, the things I like making are physical board game stuff, solo RPG stuff, physical. I like to do the computer gaming, and still, right now, I need to vlog to get my stuff out of my head, through my mouth, and into the world. You're not really people. You're a camera that I'm talking to right now, but there are people that are going to be watching. And just being able to talk and to communicate, to get the stuff from here out to here, helps so much. A central pillar of what is holding everything together. If I had not been vlogging, I probably would not have survived. After the death of my wife, I reached out desperately for something to keep me alive, and it was my channel. So yeah, I don't want to get rid of it, no matter how small it becomes. So thank you again if you watched this far. And of course, if you're a Patreon patron at the 30-minute mark, thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated. I do not have what is inside of me to be able to put your names up here yet or to read them, but thumbs up, thank you. When you look in the mirror, you know that you're beautiful, awesome, and wonderful. So thank you. And if you've left me a comment, thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. Nobody owes me anything. No Patreon patron owes me a penny, but it is appreciated that you give me some. Nobody owes me comments or views, but it is all wonderful that you give me some. Thank you so very much. I am an old man who has been trying desperately to get his head back together after the death of his wife. I have never had a chance to be normal in my entire life. And only in these past couple years have I finally become well enough to start feeling semi-normal. So thank you for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. So thumbs up again. Thank you if you left me a comment. I wish I could answer more. My nerve compression makes it very difficult. I can wave my arms in the air like I just don't care because I'm always constantly moving. But to type, my arm has to be up, out, and suspended. And I'm just doing that right now. That does not feel good. So thank you very much for the comments that you leave. I answer as many as I can, which is not as many as I would like. Well, I'm going to get stuff together. This is so long. Thank you if you've watched. It's awesome. If you have, if you could type Battles of Normandy into the comments to let me and the algorithm know that people watch this. Oh dear. I reached maximum size on video length, so it's over 4 gigs on video, and it's starting a new file, so I need to head on out. You need to stop watching. If you've watched this far, you are beautiful and awesome. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Hokey smokey. I'm at 33 minutes.